What it is, y'all. We are back again for Monty Mentality number 9, I believe. I hope that's right. It's going to look stupid if it's not. But as you can see, we got the man Bunche back.
What's happening?
And we needed him because this is a big one. Pause for the cause that we
started early.
that we got for you today. I'm so mature, guys. But yeah, as you know, like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you know when these come out. Like I said, if my real life stuff go as it's supposed to, we will be doing these more frequently, but that'll probably be more in the latter half of this year. But like I said, just so you know when these come out, do that for your boy. And like I said, we got Bunche here because we got a lot to cover. So we need them.
A lot of shit's been happening.
A lot of shit. And actually, we're not going to start with what you think we're going to start with. We're actually going to start with the Super Bowl because that was yesterday. Well, while we're recording this, maybe it'll be like 3-4 days when you see this. But a not so congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. Though, I mean, Jalen Hurts is cool or whatever.
Shout out to Saquon Barkley, though.
Yes, shout out to him, even though, he's played for 2 division rivals. But, hey.
Yeah, but I bet New York feel really dumb right now, so I'm kind of living in that.
Well, you do like to see Giants fans agony. I'll admit that. And so
Saquon won a championship and Eli ain't make the Hall of Fame. It's been a rough week.
It has been rough.
It's been a rough week for New York, and I'm kind of loving it.
And we got a quarterback before they did. That's crazy. But straight dominance from the Eagles. They are stacked from top to bottom. So it's not really that surprising for real, if you see their roster. But yeah, now also the talk is about Mahomes and how he trash. He's now 3-2 in Super Bowls. That's not GOAT stuff, right? Except Thomas Brady, the guy that everyone says is the GOAT. He started out 3-2 in Super Bowls as well for his first 5.
You said like you don't think Tom the GOAT.
That's another comment.
Well, yeah, we'll say that for pod number 10.
But Tom was 34 at the time as well when he made his first Super Bowl. Pat Mahomes is 29. So as of now, nobody's touching Mahomes in terms of the start to his career. Still, even with yesterday's, let's say, setback.
All I want to say is, though, Tom didn't start off with Gronk, Hernandez, and all his weapons. Mahomes came into the league with Travis Kelce, Tyreek, and a whole cast of weapons, so it's a little different. But I hear you.
It is a little different. Mahomes didn't start with the defense that Tom had either.
Yeah, he got it now.
Well,
they pretty solid now.
Not
they didn't perform last night. But
the last 2 games.
Last night they didn't play that bad. Like Pat threw a pick 6. He fumbled inside the 20. And then they ran another one back, and so he kind of gave him 21 points.
Yeah,
or close to it.
I do think he was pressing a bit because he knew that they wasn't gonna get no real stops. Because basically, even though they actually did well containing Saquon, just anytime it got to 3rd and anything, Hurts was just darting them up. So, but that is what it is. Mahomes still is on track, but.
To be the second best quarterback in the history. That's fine. I mean, that's nice. It's like the LeBron track.
Except the difference is Mahomes started out winning, whereas LeBron was, actually, if you think about it, LeBron won his first title a little earlier than Jordan. He just didn't, keep winning them at that pace. Because Jordan didn't win his first title until he was 28 and in his 7th season in the league. LeBron won his first title at 27, and that was his 9th year in the league. Yeah. But like I said, LeBron didn't keep winning titles at that pace. So,
And Tom Brady being the GOAT, he's never had a bad Super Bowl performance.
No.
Now, they didn't win all of them, but he never played. I didn't say he won all of them, but he never played that bad like Patrick did last night.
Maybe not to that degree, though I will also argue that Pat Mahomes has had a tougher slate of defenses to play in all his Super Bowls.
And he's had a hell of a lot of weapons, so I'm not.
But The Super Bowl against the Giants, particularly the first one, wasn't exactly glorious.
No, it wasn't the best, but
and the Super Bowl against even the Rams Super Bowl, both Rams Super Bowls, again, those weren't. I mean, I know he had the drive at the end on the first one, but those weren't also exactly.
Well, no. So I saw a stat today. It said, so Tom obviously played in 10 Super Bowls, Mahomes in 5. Mahomes has already thrown more picks than Tom has in his whole Super Bowl career.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
That is true. But like I said, I think Mahomes has had a much tougher slate of defenses against him. So I would say the best defenses Tom played was probably that first Rams team. That Eagles defense was kind of nice in 2004.
The Giants defenses were nice. Their defensive lines were fire.
Their defensive lines were nice.
But that's what Philly was. The defensive line was killing them.
Well, yeah, but they also got cover guys and all that too. Like they were like the best defense in the league this year.
Yeah, no doubt. But
But yeah, I think with Mahomes is just going to come down to how long he plays and how well he takes care of himself and how good KC's infrastructure is. Because another thing with Tom is that basically he had the same organizational infrastructure for his whole time there, even up to the very end. Mahomes probably won't have that because Reed is not going to be there probably 5 to 10 years, more than likely. So we'll see how that goes for Kansas City and Mahomes and see how they retool this offseason. And, how they going to have to squabble with the Commanders instead of the Eagles next year, Yeah.
Oh, they're not ready for us.
They're not ready. But also Kendrick's performance. My opinion on that, because a lot of people have a lot of varying opinions. Basically, it's a performance that was not meant for a wide audience, and that's cool. It was very blackety black, as they say, and obviously the Drake slander and Serena Crip walking on his grave.
That was the best part.
Yeah. So I would say, that performance it's not a Super Bowl halftime performance, but like I said, it did what it needed to do for the people it was for.
Lil Wayne probably rolling over in his grave. I could have did better. No, you couldn't have.
No.
I love Wayne, but
hey, I was down there in New Orleans for that Hot Boys reunion, and I can tell you, Wayne, you couldn't have done better.
No offense, buddy. I hope you don't see this.
100.
Because I'm a ride home listening to the dedication too, so it is what it is.
I listen to Hot Boys almost every day in the gym. But this means we're probably getting the whitest Super Bowl ever next year. So get ready for Ed Sheeran, buddy. But now let's get to the main event of today's podcast. And I just want to start this off by giving thanks.
To the Sacramento Kings for trading De'Aaron Fox. Is that where we was going?
We'll get to that.
Oh, my bad. I thought that was first. My bad.
But I want to say, God bless Nico Harrison, the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks. I also want to say God bless Jason Kidd, the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, because he's probably had some hand in it, at least a little bit, even if indirectly. And I want to give a big, big thanks and a God bless to the Adelson and Dumont family, the new owners of the Dallas Mavericks. Bought them from Mark Cuban. That's right. Cuban doesn't own them anymore, in case you didn't know. I want to thank all of them from the bottom of my heart because they gave me and the Lakers motherfucking Luka Doncic. It's over for you niggas now. Luka is a Laker. Can you believe that? That I'm even saying that sentence. His game is starting right now. He's starting his debut as we're recording this. So I'll have to catch up on that later.
Bro, I'm going to laugh so hard if you lose at Utah.
Man, we got this, man. Utah.
Y'all probably do.
Trash asses. But yeah. Luka is a Laker dog. I cannot believe these people gave us a top 4 player in the league that's 25 years old. That's just starting his prime. His actual real prime. Like they just started it. And you gave him more fuel to his fire. Like you talking about, he's fat. He's out of shape.
I mean, those aren't.
Granted, they're not lies, but But like he drinks too much alcohol, drinks too much beer. He's kind of a jerk. You know, all this.
Sounds like you're describing MJ.
he's a crybaby. Cries and refs too much. Bro. Who cares, bro? LUKA fucking Doncic. He's a Laker now. We are back, baby. Okay, we'll get to our 2025 chances in a minute, but overall, the franchise is back. We are back to where we belong. Right back in the mix. Fuck Nikola Jokic. Fuck Memphis. Fuck Houston. Fuck Wemby. Fuck all them niggas that think that they gonna try to be up there with us over these next 5 to 10 years. No. All y'all gonna have to take a back seat, just like all the other West teams of yesteryear before you.
I can't wait to shoot the apology episode when you saying, "Oh, I guess we're not gonna win anything with LUKA."
Well, you're gonna be waiting a long time, buddy.
Y'all got him for 10 years at least, and y'all probably gonna win one, but I think that's
all I need, baby. One
in 10 years. That's all.
I mean, I'm expecting like 2 or 3, but you know, even one will get him a statue outside. I just want that statue outside of Staples so I can take my nephews or even great nephews out there one day just to see it. Like, I remember the day, son. I remember when I was there.
Your great nephews, it ain't gonna be that long.
It's not gonna be that long. but shit, whole time my great nephews might be older than my own damn kids. But that's a different story if I have them. But that's a different story. Yeah. So I have
y'all set up pretty nice. I hate to say it, but y'all got top 2, 3 at worst player in the league for the next 10 years. Y'all gonna be set up pretty nice. I feel like it's easy to put a team around them too. So
I have found one of the 6 people on earth that is higher on Anthony Davis than I am. That's crazy. Like Nico Harrison, I thought I loved Anthony Davis. Like goddamn.
That's true. It's crazy because you go from Dirk to LUKA to AD. Like that's just like a wild transition.
It is a wild transition.
He gonna get fired, but
once they realize because I could tell you what probably happened. He probably went to the new owners that don't know no better. He's like, "Hey, you see this fat lazy slob? You want to pay this nigga $350 million?" They like $350 million. Nah, let's do this other thing. This guy AD, I'm trying to tell you, look at his resume. Oh, all right, yeah, you could go ahead and do that trade. Thumbs up. That's how that happened.
Well, it's a good thing they saving money, not paying the AD or paying LUKA, because it sounds like they lost a couple of season ticket holders.
And then they don't realize
not happy.
You losing more money on the back end, boy. Yeah. Where's your business sense? But you gotta remember, a lot of these billionaires actually don't have that good business sense as you would think. But you know, whatever.
Hey, shout out to Dallas though. I'm rooting for them.
Hey, look, they still be good. But I got a stat for you.
What you got?
In their first 7 seasons, someone who has scored, the number of people who have scored 10,000 points, assisted 3,000 baskets, grabbed 3,000 rebounds, made 5 first all NBA teams, and won 5 playoff series. The number of guys that have done that.
2.
You're close. 1.
Okay.
LUKA Doncic. He's the only one that has done that. That's just to put into perspective what you are dealing with here. And mind you,
he did that fat and sloppy too.
And mind you, he did that fat and sloppy, and we're still in his 7th season. So I'm giving you other guys extra chance, and you still haven't done it.
So now, what is he? 25?
Yes, he'll be 26 at the end of the month.
Okay.
So MJ probably would have did that if he ain't break his foot his 2nd year, but you know that is what. But yeah, and I know a lot of the Laker haters out there, and just the league in general, are just sitting there and saying to themselves, you know, the Breaking Bad meme, like they can't keep getting away with this. They just can't keep getting away with this. We did it again. 17 years to the day, we traded for Pau Gasol. And then it's LUKA, 17 years later.
This is way bigger than that, but
it is way bigger than that.
You got your another European white.
but it's like we just keep doing it. From fucking Wilt Chamberlain to trading for Kareem to the draft pick from, I believe it was Cleveland, that turned into Magic Johnson.
No, that was rigged. I don't care what you say about that one.
It's a coin flip. It's 50-50.
Yeah. Did we inspect the coin?
Back
then. It wasn't both two sides.
It was always a coin every year.
No, I'm saying, did we inspect that it wasn't like a two-sided coin, like both heads?
They flipped the same coin every year until they started the lottery.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they did.
And then after Magic, then you get Shaq and Kobe at the same time in the 90s. And then after Magic retired, Magic unexpectedly retires because of HIV. And they rebuild the Lakers then to like Nick Van Exel and them. And then you get Shaq and Kobe. And then Pau Gasol. And then we're in the wilderness. We're ass, booty, butt cheeks. The Robert Sacre, fucking Ryan Kelly era.
That was my favorite era. For real.
Of course it was.
That was my favorite LA era.
I'm sure
I was freaky.
I'm sure it was. And from that to just LeBron James just decides he wants to live in LA. So we get LeBron. And then we get the trade for Anthony Davis. And now LUKA Doncic just falls into our laps out of nowhere. You just can't keep getting away with it, right? Spoiler, we're going to keep getting away with it.
More than likely, yeah.
Forever. But now let's get to the other part of the Lakers trading, which is the Mark Williams fiasco, where that trade got rescinded. A lot of people were excited as if they had ever watched a Charlotte Hornets game in their life in the last 3 years. But so they trade for Mark Williams. We gave up Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, the 2031 pick unprotected, and the 2030
Cam Reddish came back.
And the 2030
It's a big win.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not a win, but
no, that's all sarcasm.
But but we gave all that up. We fired all our remaining bullets because somehow we still had our 2031 pick and 30 swap. Because 80 was clearly more than enough. We didn't have to give up all that. And we used those last bullets on Mark Williams with the Hornets. Big center. But it got rescinded because they didn't like his health stuff. Now, however, a lot of Lakers fans are upset because they're like, oh, we ain't got no bigs. I'm fine with this because I didn't like the trade to start with because I didn't trust his health. And also, I watched him play. In fact, Anthony Davis's last full game as a Laker was against those Hornets, and Mark Williams was starting center.
That's what he put up 40?
Put up 40, 42, and 23. And I was watching that game like, God damn, he's just abusing the shit out of Mark Williams. God damn. Listen.
And then y'all gonna bring him in. We like what you did out there, champ.
So I was not feeling it. I gotta understand, offensively, we would have been unstoppable, but
so his problem is just defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't protect the rim at all. He's got that James Wiseman syndrome where he's there, but he's really not.
Damn.
You're like, damn, how niggas keep scoring on you at the rim? You're right there.
The Karl Anthony Town effects. I got you.
Yeah, wait. Towns has gotten better as the year gone on, as this year has gone on. But yeah, at the start, yeah, he was kind of like that. Where it's just like, dude, you're right there. How are they still scoring? But yeah, but it does still lessen our chances for this year. Because now a team with Jackson Hayes is not winning anything of importance. They're just not. As they're starting to say, it's just not happening.
We're going to see. I think he's going to look better when LUKA get in the lineup. I bet you he dropped 20 tonight.
Who, Hayes? He might.
Yeah.
You never know. With LUKA, all things are possible.
Mm-hmm.
To LUKA, our Lord and Savior. White Jesus.
White Jesus came to save the Lakers.
White Slovenian Jesus has come to save the Lakers.
He about to be the most popular person in the country.
Oh, no. Oh, this is about to be ridiculous. They about to make a new logo.
Facts.
We going to have a new NBA logo in
That's definitely happening.
20 years.
I'm be pissed.
In 20 years, we going to have a new NBA logo.
A logo.
Move aside, Jerry West.
A new NBA logo with a double chin.
A double chin. Double chin with buckets. And passes you never seen in your life other than like Jokic, of course. But, you know. But yeah, like I said, there's no hope for 2025 to win a title. But that's fine. LUKA is just turning 26. This off season, we still got our pick back and that swap back. But we can make a move or moves. And then 26 is the big one where
I got no cap space.
Well, yeah, I was about to get to that. 2026. If LeBron retires, we will have a cap space.
I hope this nigga retire. No offense, LeBron, but bro, you going on a quarter century, bro.
But yeah. But unfortunately, like I said, this year you could forget it because LUKA, Austin Reeves, and a 40-year-old LeBron out on the floor at the same time. What exactly is that stopping in the 7-game series? Probably going to be about as successful at defense as you trying to tell a woman to leave her ain't shit man alone. Good fucking luck.
You think y'all beating Dallas if y'all play the 7-game series?
Oh, well, we can beat Dallas because they can't score. but
they can still on y'all.
I mean, no, we can win a series. I'm saying we're not winning like 3 or 4 series.
I'm asking you about Dallas particularly, though.
But yes.
You think y'all can beat them?
Yes.
I don't.
We can beat Dallas, but we probably won't play Dallas. We'll probably be the 4, more than likely. So we'll probably play Houston or the Clippers or Minnesota.
Y'all about to go on like a 5-game losing streak. I mean, after y'all finish like this little Utah series.
We good. We gonna be the 4, and then we gonna beat the shit out of Houston, and then fine. OKC, you can have this year. That's okay.
Houston who? The Texans?
The Rockets. We busting them niggas. What you talking about? Their breath smell like Similac. Ain't ready.
Bro. What's going to happen is LUKA go on this all-star break, eat a couple pizzas, come back. My lower back hurt. He going to be out for a little bit. Y'all going to fall.
It don't matter. Did you not see Saturday what they did to light-skinned Jesus?
I don't know what that is.
Austin. I guess he's light-skinned Moses now.
He's not even that no more. That nigga like Abraham now or something like that.
But Austin had 45, 7, and 7 with no LeBron, no LUKA. We can still win with just Austin out there. And then with LeBron and Austin, we definitely still winning. And then LUKA out there, you don't know what's coming. Got this. Houston, we busting y'all ass in the first round. Get ready.
That's crazy.
But all right, let's get to the other trade that concerns our fandom. Fox to De'Aaron Fox specifically to San Antonio.
See you later, buddy.
As you can see, Bunche is very devastated about this trade and very much misses De'Aaron Fox and like wishes he didn't have to go. But
yeah, I miss your poor defense. It should really help us win games. Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, you did get Zach LaVine. Kevin Huerter's also gone. And you got Minnesota's 2031 first-round pick. That's probably the most valuable piece in the trade.
No. In all seriousness, though, we go to the playoffs for the first time in 17 years since niggas was in high school, so Ratsville. And not only do we fire the coach of the year, but we trade our best player. Like this is what my franchise does to me. We go to the playoffs for the first time. We like, get rid of the coach, get rid of the best player. Let's just get rid of everything and start over. You know what's gonna do it? Zach LaVine.
Now, to be fair, your best player wanted to go, but still,
he didn't even really say he wanted to go. He just said, "I ain't signing that shit yet." Because you said you was gonna give me some players. You got me DeMar DeRozan.
Hey man,
like a 37-year-old DeMar DeRozan. Man. He couldn't even beat LeBron when he was in his 20s.
No, the DeRozan LeBron curse is crazy though, because y'all swept us last year.
Swept y'all for like the last 2 years.
and then
Lamar come in here, fresh off a Kendrick Lamar video. And like getting swept, nigga. Like I'm tired of this nigga. That's just.
It was like, God damn. I'm like, damn, we gotta beat the Kings.
No. So this is what happened. Fox said, I'm not gonna sign the Supermax. It's a lot of fucking money, but I want y'all to bring me a superstar. Hold my beer. We're gonna get DeMar DeRozan for y'all. I would leave too, nigga. Like, to be real with you. Give me DeMar DeRozan on his 15th team.
Hey man,
Midi.
hey, mid-range assassin still.
But the nigga's slow now. Like that shit not even like smooth no more. Like it don't look like his first year in Chicago. He looked like the San Antonio DeMar DeRozan.
Hey, that guy was good too.
But he was irrelevant.
Also true, but I mean, was he that much less relevant than on the Bulls? Well, the Bulls did make the playoffs.
The first year they was all right.
But the San Antonio made the playoffs the first year too with him. They lost to Denver in 7, and then was lottery bound forever. And then same story in Chicago.
All I'm saying is you got the coach of the year and your best player.
Clutch player of the year.
Player of the year. And they bring you to the playoffs for the first time in almost 2 decades. And you get rid of them both.
Be back, baby.
How you supposed to build like that?
Maybe you'll get lucky in the lottery and it'll open.
And draft Marvin Bagley the 4th? Bro, I can't have nothing nice. It should be blowing me.
Well, at least you'll probably be firmly in the play-in mix for another 2-3 years.
And don't think I ain't low-key noticed you that little shade.
What?
I'll get lucky in the lottery. Fuck you, bro. We're going to the playoffs.
I didn't mean this year. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah.
I didn't mean this year. I meant the next 10 years. Be another 17 till y'all go to the playoffs again.
Nah. Yeah,
I'll probably get a discount on the tickets with my AARP card.
I'm not gonna make a prediction the next time the Kings will be in the playoffs.
I'm not either because I'm gonna be wrong.
but we'll get to whoever that could be this year in a minute. But other big trade to discuss real quick.
Wait, hold on. Last thing to Fox. I wish you all the worst.
That'll be tough in San Antonio, but with Wemby, but we'll see.
Two skinny ass niggas leading the franchise.
Oh, there is one more thing too I want to say on San Antonio. The fact that they still have more ammo to trade because they still got all their Atlanta picks.
Oh, you still trying to piss me off.
And
they gave y'all nothing.
Now, I would have tried to get at least one of those Atlanta picks. I mean, I'm sure they probably did try, but I'm like, yo, like y'all could give us one of them.
San Antonio literally told us we're not trading for Fox. He's gonna come to us in the offseason. Okay, just work with Chicago, get us Zach LaVine, and you can just do whatever. Just let them get away with it.
Also, it's important San Antonio keeps all that stuff because I don't think Fox is the second best player on the title team.
It's important to them. What about me, nigga? What about me?
But speaking of ammo, Jimmy to Golden State. I consider this a desperation trade on the part of Warriors. An understandable one. Because
they were looking ass.
But it is definitely, it's not a Hail Mary quite, but it's like Jalen Hurts 3rd and 13, throw it up to AJ Brown in double coverage type shit.
That sound like it worked.
but
it just won the Super Bowl.
But it might work. It just might work.
It might work.
But
they looked good the first game. I forgot what they played, but I watched that game.
The Bulls, that was a crazy game because they were down like 20 something and then went up 20 something.
Yeah, because it's the Bulls. And we took Zach LaVine from him. Just
Nikola Vucevic. Ayo Dosunmu.
Hey, I was watching that when they did the start lineups. He looked so sad. He looked so sad. They're like, big Vooch. He's like, yeah, I'm still here.
He said, I thought I was going to Golden State. Fuck, I'm still here.
But yeah, no, so they look good against the Bulls, but who doesn't?
And then they beat Milwaukee tonight as well. With no Giannis.
They won already?
Yeah.
So there you go.
So, Steph is going to have some of the load taken off him. So we about to get great Steph again.
They might be all right.
I do think that he's going to fit well in Golden State. And I do think they're going to make the playoffs, which, like I said, we'll get to that.
Where are they at right now?
I believe they're actually 11th coming into the night.
Oh, so you think they're going to take our spot?
But they're going to be 10th probably after the night. I think y'all are 9th. So
yeah, we are,
but they will be taking Phoenix.
You've been talking a lot of shit about us not making the playoffs.
Hold on. Let's get to that late in a little bit. There's other notable trades. DeAndre Hunter to Cleveland.
I forgot about that. I like that.
I like that.
I like that for them.
I don't think he's going to do too well guarding Tatum and Brown, but He's not complete meat. Pause for the cause.
He's not complete meat, bro.
He won't get absolutely demolished. Like,
well, I mean, half the time Tatum guard himself, so all he got to do is show up the other half of the time. He'll be all right. And fast break, step back 3.
And DeAndre's actually really good offensively. So I think.
And Cleveland they need a lot. So I think I like that.
So being the 5th guy, I mean, he probably won't be the 5th guy every time because they also got Strus and Dean Wade in them. But
so is he like in the starting lineup? Is he for them?
I gotta see if he was starting tonight. I don't remember.
But I mean, is he better than whoever was starting? Because who was it? Okoro?
Strus.
Oh, Strus was starting.
Okay. I think him and Strus are kind of like.
He's bigger though.
He's bigger. Strus is probably better against smaller.
Because you just called him meat, so I gotta pause it.
We're very mature here. You gotta appreciate the maturity. Upstanding men we are. But yeah, also Bogdanovich to the Clippers. They kind of need some shooting. But he's been ass this year, and the Clippers are starting to look like ass a little bit, even with Kawhi back. Like, Kawhi came back, and like, niggas just was like, oh.
So you traded ass to ass. So it's like a BBL.
Yes.
Bogdanovich.
BBL. Kyle Kuzma for Chris Middleton.
I actually like that. For the Bucks and for Chris Middleton. Because he gonna get waived and he gonna go somewhere real.
He ain't getting waived, make too much money.
Okay, well then next season, this is the last year of his contract?
No, next year. He's making like 40 next year or something like that.
Sorry, Chris. I thought you were going to be out of here. Never mind.
Nah, he going to have to rehab.
Sound like you stuck in DC for a while.
He going to have to rehab his value next year to get traded to the trade deadline.
Just get your swim trunks and join the pool party.
He going to mentor Cooper Flag, introduce him to the league.
He better hope.
Right.
The Wizards going to fuck around and get the 8th pick.
They can
get one of the little G League elite star players.
They can't even fall lower than 5 and they'll still end up with 8 somehow.
Exactly. Only franchise worse ran than mine.
But Kuzma has been absolute ass this year. Like,
but that's
the most
unserious. I ain't gonna do that.
But I will say
by association.
Yeah. No, I said I'll give him a break because I think he'll be more serious on the Bucks. I still don't think he's that good, but at least on the Bucks he'll be functional.
He got a ring, don't he?
Of course. I ain't gonna forget that. Jonas Valanciunas to your squad. Serbian brothers unite.
I do like that pickup. It ain't like a needle mover, but.
And the other note I have is OKC not doing shit. So y'all just think y'all just gonna waltz to the finals with some shit? Like, y'all don't think y'all need to trade one of those 35 first round picks to try and get some more shooting or scoring or something? Y'all just think y'all like that.
They keeping them just in case LUKA become available again.
Yeah.
I do wonder what the play is. I do wonder what the play is. Because I don't know if they got like a championship squad now. Like they would need.
They have a championship worthy squad, but I would want them to have one more ball handler.
That's what I mean.
Like playing Boston.
I feel like they could probably make the finals, but like I don't know if unless they playing like Cleveland or something. Like I don't know if
we'll see. But now,
like, would you pick them to beat the Knicks in the series?
Yes.
I'm not asking about Boston because I don't like them. I don't know who else in the East is.
Cleveland. I would pick them against Cleveland.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, because I look at them.
Them the only 3 teams I could see coming out.
Milwaukee if they're healthy, but
I gotta see it to believe it with Milwaukee.
Ever since Giannis went 17-19 from the free throw line,
you will never doubt.
I'm never doubting him. So he could do anything in my book because he's an ass.
He hasn't been healthy the last 2 playoffs, to be fair. So
yeah, so I'm always counting Giannis in.
But yeah, we'll close out this basketball talk on the West playoff picture. So
okay,
to me, the top 5 are shoe-ins in terms of at least none of these will fall out of top 6. OKC, Memphis, Denver, the Lakers, and Houston. They should all be in the top 6. That's 5. So you got 3 spots left. Now, I do think Clippers, Minnesota, and Dallas.
Oh my God, I forgot Minnesota went in there.
Yeah, they will be.
But after the way they look,
they will be vying for 6. They will be vying. Oh yeah, Minnesota. These niggas was down 22-3.
You talking about a fumble trade? They
Three-
traded Cat for Julius Randle.
3.5 minutes into the 3.5 minutes less than the first quarter. Excuse me. They were down. They had 3 whole NBA basketball points. Like, that's insane. But they'll be fighting for 6, those 3. And then I think along with 2 of those and the rest of these will be fighting for the play-ins. Sacramento, Phoenix, Golden State, San Antonio, and somehow the Portland Trailblazers have been surging to where now they're not totally out of it. But I will say, first off, Portland and San Antonio, those are the first 2 firm outs for me. Now there is one more team that will have to miss the play-in. And that team I have, as of now, it is not the Sacramento Kings. I think they will be in the play-in. I think it's going to be the Phoenix Suns. That's right, with KD and Booker. And Bradley Beal shouldn't even count. But they're going to miss the play-in entirely.
So here's the plot twist. I kind of want us to miss it. I don't want to watch no more Levine and DeRozan than I have to watch. 82 games season is enough. Let's just retool.
Well, that's
get some rest,
too bad.
and let the GM get some extra time to figure some trades out.
Because I do think you will be in the play-in now.
We probably will be because I think we're better than we were before we traded Fox. I'm just not impressed.
Now, I do think I wouldn't expect you to get out of the play-in, but I do think you will be in it. To get out of the play-in, I would bet on Minnesota for sure will be in the final 8. And then I'll say it's going to come down to Dallas, the Clippers, Golden State. Yeah, I'm going to say Golden State will make that final 8. And the last team in, I go with the Clippers with Sacramento just missing out.
That's what happened last year. I guess if we can't make the playoffs, the play-ins is good enough, I guess. Beggars can't be choosers.
But now we must transition to the other main event of the podcast. But in order to make this transition, we have to change uniforms. So hold on. Put this bad boy on. And boom.
Something we can finally agree on.
The Jayden Daniels apology is here. That's right. I got on the number 5 today, guys. And I am ready to accept Jayden Daniels as my Lord and franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, to get into this, though, let's review the bullet points from when. First of all, let me just say sorry, Jayden Daniels, for doubting you as the franchise quarterback. I won't do it again. But let's review what I said previously and how it all went to shit. Or did it all go to shit? So, number 1, him being a super senior. Obviously, that just meant he was more ready to play.
Mm-hmm.
And the COVID year was weird. COVID was weird. Normally, he would have came out a year earlier. And maybe also, though, that might be why he took a year longer to break out. So now, it's all good.
Well, he wasted a year in Arizona State?
Yeah, so he was at Arizona State his first 3 years, though one of those was the COVID year, and then he transferred to LSU.
Okay.
So, yeah, so COVID was just weird. Threw everything off. Number 2, I said beware of judging players by their final season. Well, clearly Jayden Daniels, his final season was the more prudent in terms of predicting his future. Pocket presence. I did not like it.
GOAT level.
Now, here's the thing about the pocket presence part, though. I'm kind of 50-50 on that answer. Because on one hand, I think the number one thing that I underestimated was his quick game, his ability to identify things quickly and get rid of the ball, even at a level that, I'm not going to say Joe Burrow-esque, but maybe.
Both went to LSU.
And I thought that that's part of what he would need, and he's done that, right? Um, I do think he is still too quick to leave the pocket and run and take off. So that part is still there. But as I'll mention later, some of these other things, they just didn't matter as much as I thought they did. Because another thing I said is lack of creativity. What I meant by that is he doesn't really create throws on the run too much. Or like basically, you're either gonna throw from the pocket or he's gonna take off and run. That still held up pretty well, actually. But again, it's one of those where it's like, at least if he's really that good at running and then he's on point when he does throw, then perhaps it doesn't matter as much now, does it?
I thought he had a good mix of running and like throwing outside the pocket a little bit, extending the play, and like actually using his feet to get first downs and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, and I think that'll get into another question I had, which is his size. The size is still, obviously, he's still skinny. He's still small, but.
He got banged up a little bit.
And he did get banged up. So, again, that question isn't totally answered yet. But the one thing that did get answered with that is I thought he would be easier to bring down than he is. He's actually pretty tough to bring down. And that's probably the part where I missed the mark the most. Like, he's definitely has more escapability than I anticipated. Not that I think he wouldn't have any, but to this extent where it's like constantly guys are just missing. Like, yeah. And like I said, so the funny thing is, like I said, a lot of the things that I said still held up. It's just that they didn't matter as much as I thought they did for him.
I was, I think, most impressed with his composure.
Yes, he's
like
very
as a rookie. I never really seen that. Obviously not in DC, but other than maybe Joe Burrow. But he also came in with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, so we don't quite have that. So I'm a little more impressed with what Jayden did here, but obviously I like what we saw.
I mean, you can't complain. Like, at this point, it's safe to say that as long as he's upright, we don't have to worry about quarterback, which it's been a long time since we've been able to say that, right?
Yeah, because we thought the same about RG3.
Yes, we did. But this is different. RG3 won 0 playoff games. Jayden Daniels has as many playoff wins as Tony Romo, as many playoff wins as Dak Prescott. Think about that. And he only needed 1 season for that.
Shout out to you, Dallas. Y'all sure do know how to pick him.
Bum ass niggas. But yeah, now I did ask, like, was there hope? Obviously, I said yes. So I did say his legs and accuracy should give him a decent floor, to say the least. That played out. I said I see a skinny Jalen Hurts as an optimistic scenario. That's actually about where I would have him if I did quarterback rankings today.
You don't think he got a higher upside, though?
So we'll get, in fact, we could probably talk about that now because I did say, hey, in summary, look, a lot of points still hold up, but am I ready to say that he's elite or going to be? That's the one spot where I'm still not totally there yet. As good as he's been, because we've seen guys have great rookie years before, and then I don't think he's gonna like fall off or anything like that. But like CJ Stroud, for example, just a year ago, we thought he had next, and now this year it's like, okay, maybe you might not be on that super level or whatever.
Yeah, we was quick to kind of crown him.
And granted, you could say, and I actually would say Jayden's rookie year was a little better, but it is hard to reach that super duper level. So to me, let's first say what elite is to me. Elite is, I see you on the level, obviously Mahomes in his own little universe. And then You have like Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. And then that's probably your like elite tier to me. Maybe you could argue Justin Herbert, but he has his little issues or whatever.
I wouldn't argue Justin Herbert.
Like that, I can't think of anyone else I would put up on that level. So yeah, like basically you're saying he's as good as like the Burrow, Allen, Lamar. And I can't quite go there yet. Now
He would have to do it for a couple more seasons for me to say that.
yeah. And see like what happens when defenses have a whole off season and whatnot. Can his body hold up, with that frame and running as much as he does? We'll have to wait and see, right? So, but like I said, I don't think he has to get all the way to that level to win a Super Bowl. Adam Peters can get in that lab and get her done. So
yeah, I guess I don't hate the Jalen Hurts comparison.
So yeah, I think he's better from the pocket than Jalen. He's probably not going to be he won't be able to run as much as Jalen long term just because, like I said, he doesn't have that size. But
ain't no tush push in DC.
Yeah, no, none of that. So, but I am excited to see what he does next. Very excited for next season to see what he does and what Adam Peters is going to cook up.
We got a lot of cap space.
We got a lot of cap space. We got all our picks. Though we'll see if we keep all our picks because, Myles Garrett is on the block currently. So.
That defense needs help. So
it needs all the help. A lot of help.
I'm kind of hoping, like, my wish list is Myles Garrett and T. Higgins.
That's probably to the T what my chat says. So they're right with you.
Because I like our receivers, but they're all small. They're all like our size. Like we could use like a 6'2" dude that back shoulder all day, like something like that. So,
and actually that goes well with how Jalen likes to throw. Yeah. Like give him that type of big body receiver. I think he would do really well with somebody like that.
So off the top, that's my wish list, but I ain't a GM. I let him do his job.
I think the draft obviously is going to be very important too, but it's hard to know who exactly is going to hit from the draft and where you're going to get them, et cetera, et cetera. So, but Adam Peters, hopefully you live up to the hype.
Hopefully we get a couple offensive linemen in there too.
Yes. Now, let's move to the end of the podcast with two things. First, I have a PSA for you gym girlies out there. I guess, fellas, you could listen to, but I don't really care about y'all like that. At least not for this specific thing. So, I know a lot of you love that Stairmaster. I love the Stairmaster as well. It's my favorite cardio machine besides the elliptical. And that's my favorite to use when I want to be intense. And it helps build that booty and those thighs, doesn't it? Right? Wrong. No, it doesn't. Only when you're brand new to the gym and you're just so sensitive to stimulus does the Stairmaster actually help build those things at all. And it's very brief. It doesn't really do a lot. If you want that ass for this summer, you want them thighs that's going to save lives, then you need to do them their squats. You need to do them their lunges. You need to do them leg presses, them deadlifts, them RDLs, them good mornings, them split squats, hip thrusts, leg extensions, leg curls, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You do all that, ladies. And you need to get really strong at those things, or at least much stronger at them than you are now. Yes, those nice, deep squats. Ass to the grass. But Monty, Bill, Brandon, whatever you want to call me, I'm just a girl. You want ass or not? All right? Do what Brandon tells you and get strong at those specific things. The Stairmaster is to build up your cardiovascular endurance, which will help you get better at building those things. So, so still do your Stairmaster. It's very good for you, but it's not going to get you that nice, round, juicy, plump thing behind you. It's not going to do that. And this is coming from the heart. This is pure altruism here. I have no selfish interest in seeing this. Neither does Bunche. Like, we're just doing this for your benefit, not for my benefit or his benefit at all. Purely altruistic.
Just want y'all out here living y'all best lives. That's all.
That's all we want for you. Just the absolute best for you. And that. And we're gonna close with one more rant, and that is this tweet I saw on Russell Wilson and Future, which for the billionth time.
Uh-oh.
So like there was this I think video of Russell Wilson where he was lusting all hard over Sierra and shit like he always does. That's why they got on them kids. I feel him though. But someone, of course, tweets it talking about some women prefer Russells on social media, but they prefer Future in real life. Now, I'm not going to deny, for some women that is true. Definitely is. But guess what, my man? You say that women like Future in real life, they're only fronting about liking Russell Wilson. Well, guess what, my guy? You're 0 for 2, because you ain't Russell Wilson either. Do you realize when Russell Wilson bagged Sierra, he was already a Super Bowl winning quarterback? You are the quarterback of pivot tables. Like, that's what you're quarterbacking. Them spreadsheets are mean than a motherfucker. Bro. You got that on lock.
As an accountant, I'm taking so much offense to this. Because you know what I'll be doing in the morning. Pivot tables. My sum if formulas. Goddamn.
I'm right there with you. I mean, I don't do pivot tables, but you know, I'm at a computer for most of my work day. So you're not alone. But understand that different women like different types of men. Get in where you fit in. And some of you are capable of becoming more than what you are now and becoming your own Russell Wilson in your own way. But you need to focus on what matters, like getting yourself together, get your money up, get yourself in shape, get your mind right, become more interesting, be more loving of yourself, and create being a place of abundance. And then maybe, just maybe, one day, you might get your own Sierra. And that's your Montyism of the day. But yeah, any more thoughts before we close out the show?
Nah, I think you killed it, man.
I try to do my best. Praise be to Slovenia LUKA, the God. And Jayden Daniels.
And Zach Levine.
But yeah, that's it for today, guys. So shout out to Greenhouse Studios as usual, and also happy birthday to Jessica. We love you. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and we done. Till next time.